Good morning, my dear students. I am Rifna, your science teacher. Hope that you are doing well. Stay safe. Hope that we will meet soon. So we are going to learn science. Our new chapter is nutrition in plants. So let us start the lesson with a question. How do we live? How do we live? Yes, we need food to live. Without food, we can't live. So my next question is that what do we get when we have food? What are the components that we get? You have already studied in your previous class that we get through food, that is minerals, vitamins, proteins, carbohydrate, fats. These are the components that we get through food. These components are generally called nutrients. What is nutrients? Which are the nutrients? Carbohydrate, vitamins, protein, fat, minerals, etc. So these components are generally called nutrients. Okay? Then we already said that we can't live without food. In the case of plants, they prepare their food by themselves, or they synthesize their food by themselves. But it is not like in our case. We humans and animals did not synthesize food, but we take the food prepared by plants or any other animals, depend upon another animal for their food. That is, humans depend upon plants for their food. Then also human depends upon another animals. We eat cow, goat, etc. So we depend upon animals for their food. But these animals, cow, goat, etc., they depend upon plants for their food. Isn't it? Yeah, they eat grass as their food. So this also again depend upon plants. Then in the case of animals, some animals like lion, tiger, etc., they depend upon another animals. Which are they? Cow, goat, rabbit. They eat these type of animals. So they depend upon another animals. But these animals again depend upon plants for food. That is rabbit, cow, goat. They get food from plants. So we can say that humans or animals or plants, all living organisms depend upon plants directly or indirectly for their food. In this case, humans depends upon plants for food. The rice we get from a plant. So this is the indirect connection. The humans directly depend upon plants for their food. In other case, the human indirectly depend upon plants. It directly depend upon this, but this again depend upon plants. So this way is indirect. So living organisms directly or indirectly depend upon plants for their food. Okay. Then plants prepare. We already said that plants prepare their food by themselves. What what the materials required by plants to prepare their food? What are the materials? Yes, they require water, minerals, carbon dioxide, etc. They require these materials to prepare their food. These materials required to prepare food is called raw materials. What is raw materials? Raw materials are the materials required to prepare food. So plants get these raw material from their surroundings. It get water from the soil. It get carbon dioxide from it, the air surrounded by it. Okay, so it get its raw material from its surrounding itself. Then we already said that we get food from we get nutrients from food. These nutrients will help in help the organism to build their bodies, to grow up to grow and to prepare to repair the damaged parts of their bodies, and to provide the energy to carry out life process. Food also gives energy to us. Why we need energy? There are a lot of life process taking place in our body itself. So for that, for example, breathing, blood circulation, digestion, there are so many life activities take place in our body. So these activities requires energy. This energy is provided by food. Okay. Then in the case of plants synthesize or prepare food by themselves. But in the case of humans and animals, they take the food prepared by plants. So the mode of taking food is different in these two. So the mode of taking food is called nutrition. Mode of taking food is called nutrition. There are two types of nutrition. That is, when we already said that plants synthesize food by themselves. This type of nutrition is called autotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition is that once the organism which synthesize their own food. They are called autotrophic. Auto means self. Trophic means nourishment. Okay. Then second type of nutrition is that heterotrophs. This type includes us. Okay, we include in this type of nutrition. In this, we depend upon other organism for food, and so for example, we depend upon plants for our food. So this type of nutrition is called heterotrophs. Okay, two types of nutritions are there. Nutrition means mode of taking food, and they are autotrophs and heterotrophs. Autotrophs are organism synthesize their own food by themselves, and heterotrophs which depend upon other organism for their food. Then this is when we are studying science, two persons come with us, Paheli and Bujo. Paheli and Bujo is come with us to learn. So Paheli has a confusion here. Paheli wants to know why our body cannot make food from carbon dioxide, water and minerals like plants do. Paheli asks that why humans can't make food like plants do. Why? Then there is a question that where is the food factory of plants? Where the food produced in plants? And in all parts of plants, the food is produced in all plants, all parts of plants. Then how the components, the raw materials reach the food factory? These are the questions that we have to answer. So we are going to answer these questions. Then first answer to the first question, that is, where is the food is prepared in the plants? Plants prepare food in the leaves. So this is the answer to the first question. Plants prepare food in the leaves. So in any other parts they did not make food, they only make food from leaves. Leaves are the food factory of plants. The next question is that how do the raw materials reach the leaves? Yes, the answer is that the water and minerals. Water, it reaches to the leaves through roots. Roots absorb the water. Roots absorb the water and transport it to the leaves. The next raw material is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide reaches the leaves through a small pores or a small opening called stomata. In the leaves there is a small opening called stomata. Look in page number 3, look the figure 1.2, see a figure given in a circle. Please listen, observe that. There is an opening called stomata. This stomata is surrounded by guard cells. It is surrounded by guard cells. This is stomata. This is present in the surface of the leaves. This is a surface look of the leaves. There is a small opening in the leaves. Through these openings called stomata, the carbon dioxide enter into the leaves. So water is absorbed through roots and reaches leaves and transported to leaves, and carbon dioxide is entered through the stomata. Then Bujo again came here with a question, that is, Bujo wants to know how water and minerals absorbed by roots reaches the leaves. We already said that water and minerals absorbed by roots reaches the leaves. Before answering this question, we want to know another thing. Please listen, figure 1.1 in page number 2, that is cells. What is cells? We all know that our buildings or houses are built with bricks, isn't it? Yes. Bricks are joined to form large houses, isn't it? Yes. Like this, in human beings, our body is made by joining cells. The small unit of our body is cell. These cells are joined to form our big body. There are crores of cells in our body, but we can't see it. We can see it only through microscope. So it is very small. Okay, these cells are joined together to form our body. Basic building block of our body is cells. There is a picture given in your textbook, figure 1.1. So in that picture, there is a picture of cells. There are number of cells joined together. That is, if this is a cell, it is surrounded by a wall. This wall is called what is cell membrane. Then there is a sphere in the center. That sphere is called a nucleus. Then between the nucleus and the cell membrane there is a fluid part, that is called a cytoplasm. So there are so many crores of cells in our human body. We can't see it, we can see only it through microscope. Then there are other organisms which have only single cell. We have lot of cells, but there are organisms which have only single cell. For example, bacteria, fungus, algae, amoeba, etc. Then this is the building block of human body. Then coming to the Bujo's question, that is how water and minerals absorbed by the roots reach the leaves. From here, the water is absorbed by the roots and it passes through a passage like a pipe. A pipe-like passage is there in the stem and also in the branches, and through this passage the water reaches the leaves, and this passage or this pipe is called vessels. Okay, vessel. Then through this vessel the water reaches the leaves. Then only the water and carbon dioxide is needed to prepare food? No, the main raw material to prepare food is sunlight. How plants get sunlight? Yes, plants get sunlight through a green colored pigment called chlorophyll. There is a green colored pigment in plants which is called chlorophyll. Through this chlorophyll helps the leaves to capture the sunlight. Sunlight is enter into the leaves through chlorophyll. Chlorophyll capture the sunlight to the leaves. And the preparation of food using carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight is called photosynthesis. What is? Photosynthesis. The process of synthesis of food using water and carbon dioxide in the presence of sunlight is called photosynthesis. The process of making of food in plants are called photosynthesis. Okay, photo means light, synthesis means to combine. So light, in the presence of light, preparation of food is called photosynthesis. Then so it is the unique process on the earth. This is the only one and only unique process on the earth. Then solar energy is captured by the leaves and stored in the plants in the form of food. So we have already said that solar energy is captured by the plants and it is stored in the form of food. In the food there is energy from sunlight. So thus the sun is the ultimate source of energy for all living organism. For all living organism, the energy is got from sun. Then can you imagine a life on the earth in the absence of photosynthesis? No, it is not possible, isn't it? Yeah, we human beings and animals need food to live. So if the food is only got by the process called photosynthesis. So photosynthesis is important in our life. There would not be any life without photosynthesis. So this process is very important and it is unique on the earth. Then there is a box given in your textbook, that is, besides leaves, photosynthesis also take place in other green parts of the plant, in green stems and green branches. Here it is said that photosynthesis not only take place in the green parts of the not only in the leaves, but other green parts of the plants that take place photosynthesis. Like the desert, for example, the desert plants have scale or spine-like leaves to reduce the loss of water by transpiration. These plants have green stem which carry out photosynthesis. In desert plants, the photosynthesis take place in the stem too. Okay, just remind it. Then we have already said that about the photosynthesis. In photosynthesis, what happened? What are the raw material that we add? Carbon dioxide plus what? Water. Then we get the food called carbohydrate. Carbohydrate is the food prepared by the plants. Then along with this carbohydrate, one thing is formed, that is oxygen. Oxygen is the byproduct of the photosynthesis. Along with the food prepared by the leaves, the oxygen is also released by the leaves. This is the equation to represent photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a process and it can be represented using this equation. Carbon dioxide plus water in the presence of sunlight. Also we need chlorophyll. In the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, carbon dioxide and water combine to form carbohydrate and also form oxygen. This oxygen is released out through the stomata and we take it for respiration. We need oxygen for respiration, that is given by plants. And I would like to remind you that in the case of photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is taken inside and oxygen is given outside. But plants generally absorb oxygen and release carbon dioxide during their respiration. Plants also respire like human beings, isn't it? Yes, human beings absorb oxygen and release carbon dioxide in respiration. Like this, plants also absorb oxygen and release carbon dioxide in their respiration. But in photosynthesis, plants absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen. So do remember that. Okay. This is the equation of photosynthesis. Okay. Then next, the picture. There is a picture given in your textbook, that is figure 1.2, figure of section of leaf, that is chlorophyll. This is the chlorophyll. This is the chlorophyll in the plant leaves and stomata opening. This is the stomata opening. Through this, the carbon dioxide will enter into the leaves. This is the stomatal opening. Okay, stoma. Then if the presence of starch in leaves indicate the occurrence of photosynthesis. If there is starch present in plant, then we can say that there is photosynthesis. Starch means carbohydrate. This carbohydrate is starch is a carbohydrate. Generally we call carbohydrate. There are different type of carbohydrate. In plants, if there is starch, then we can say that there is photosynthesis. Starch is formed only through photosynthesis. Starch means carbohydrate is formed through photosynthesis. And starch is also carbohydrate. So we can say that if there is starch, there is photosynthesis take place. Then Bujo again comes here with a question. Bujo has observed some plants with red, deep red, violet or brown leaves. He wants to know whether these leaves are also carry out photosynthesis. You all seen that leaves with green color. You also you must have seen that leaves with red color, violet color, deep red, brown color, isn't it? Is the chlorophyll present in these leaves too? I have already said that chlorophyll gives the green color to the plants. Okay. Then if the leaves is red, is there chlorophyll present, or if they produce food by themselves? Okay, for that, to check that, there is an activity given in your textbook. It is not possible to do this activity here because it takes a number of days to do. So I will read it and I will say the answer too. That is, take 2 potted plants of the same kind. Take 2 plants and keep it one in dark room for 72 hours. There are 2 plants of same plants, one kept in dark room for 72 hours and another plants kept in sunlight. Then take leaves from these two plants and perform iodine test, which you have already done in your previous class, isn't it? Yes. Perform iodine test with these leaves, and then after leave the plant which is kept in the dark room in the sunlight for 2 to 3 days, 3 to 4 days, and perform the iodine test again, and note the observation in your notebook. The observation is that iodine test is positive for these two leaves, that indicate the chlorophyll is present in these two leaves. Okay, then so we can say that only the green leaves not only in the green leaves the chlorophyll contained, but also in red and other colored leaves also. In these leaves, the other colored pigment mask the green colored chlorophyll. Look the picture in page number 4, figure 1.4, leaves of various colors. Look there is a yellow colored leaves in there. There is green colored dot. This green colored chlorophyll is covered by yellow colored pigment. That's why it is not seen by us. There is chlorophyll under the colored pigments. Okay, then you may see that slimy green patches over the ponds and other stagnant water body, green colored patches. That is called, that organism, that is also an organism called algae. It is also in green color, isn't it? Yes. So it also have chlorophyll and it will take place photosynthesis. Okay, that's all about today's topic. So I will conclude it in Malayalam. That is, first നമുക്ക് ജീവിക്കാൻ ഫുഡ് വേണം. ആ ഫുഡിലൂടെ നമുക്ക് കിട്ടുന്നത് ഇത്രയും കമ്പോണൻസ് ആണ്: കാർബോഹൈഡ്രേറ്റ്, വിറ്റാമിൻസ്, പ്രോട്ടീൻ, ഫാറ്റ്, മിനറൽസ്. ഈ കമ്പോണൻസിന് ജനറലി പറയുന്ന പേരാണ് ന്യൂട്രിയൻസ്. ഈ ന്യൂട്രിയൻസിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ് നമ്മൾ ഫുഡ് കഴിക്കുന്നത്. ദെൻ നമ്മൾ പ്ലാന്റ്സ് ഫുഡ് ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്നത് അവർ സ്വന്തം അവരുടെ ലീഫിൽ ഫുഡ് പ്രിപ്പയർ ചെയ്യുന്നു. എന്നാൽ നമ്മൾ ഹ്യൂമൻ ബീയിങ്സും ആനിമൽസും എന്താ ചെയ്യുന്നത്? അവരുണ്ടാക്കിയ ഫുഡ് എടുക്കുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ രണ്ടുപേരുടെയും ഭക്ഷണം എടുക്കുന്ന രീതി ഡിഫറെൻ്റ് ആണ്. ആ മോഡ് ഓഫ് ഫുഡ് ടേക്കിങ്ങിന് പറയുന്ന പേരാണ് ന്യൂട്രീഷൻ. ആ ന്യൂട്രീഷൻ രണ്ട് ടൈപ്പാണ്: ഓട്ടോട്രോപ്സും ഹെട്രോട്രോപ്സും. ഓട്ടോട്രോപ്സ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ സ്വന്തം ഫുഡ് ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്നത്, അതായത് പ്ലാന്റ്സ് ആണ് ഓട്ടോട്രോപ്സ്. ദെൻ ഹെട്രോട്രോപ്സ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മൾ ഹ്യൂമൻ ബീങ്സും ആനിമൽസും, അതായത് മറ്റുള്ളവരെ ഡിപ്പെൻഡ് ചെയ്യുക, നമ്മുടെ ഫുഡിന് വേണ്ടി നമ്മൾ പ്ലാന്റ്സിനെ ഡിപ്പെൻഡ് ചെയ്യുമല്ലോ, അതാണ് ഹെട്രോട്രോപ്സ്. ദെൻ വി കം അക്രോസ് ദ ഫുഡ്. പ്ലാന്റ്സിൽ ഫുഡ് ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്നത് ലീവ്സിലാണ്. അതിന് 3 ഇൻഗ്രീഡിയൻസ് ആണ് വേണ്ടത്: വാട്ടർ, കാർബൺ ഡൈ ഓക്സൈഡ് ആൻഡ് സൺലൈറ്റ്. വാട്ടർ ലീവ്സിലെത്തുന്നത് റൂട്ട്സ് അബ്സോർബ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് വെസലിലൂടെ ലീവ്സിലെത്തുന്നു. ദെൻ കാർബൺ ഡൈ ഓക്സൈഡ് ലീവ്സിലെത്തുന്നത് സ്റ്റൊമാറ്റ വഴി. ഒരു ചെറിയ ഓപ്പണിംഗ് ഉണ്ട് ഇവിടെ, അതായത് ഈ സ്റ്റൊമാറ്റ വഴിയാണ് കാർബൺ ഡൈ ഓക്സൈഡ് ലീവ്സിലെത്തുന്നത്. ദെൻ സൺലൈറ്റ് ലീവ്സിലെത്തുന്നത് അതിലുള്ള ഗ്രീൻ പിഗ്മെൻ്റായ ക്ലോറോഫില്ലാണ് സൺലൈറ്റിനെ അബ്സോർബ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ഇങ്ങനെ ഇത് മൂന്നും മിക്സ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് ഫുഡ് ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്നു ആര്? പ്ലാന്റ്സ്. ആ ഫുഡിൻ്റെ പേരാണ് കാർബോഹൈഡ്രേറ്റ്. ഈ ഫുഡിൻ്റെ കൂടെ തന്നെ ഒരു സാധനം കൂടി പുറത്തുവിടുന്നുണ്ട്, അതായത് ഓക്സിജൻ. ഈ ഓക്സിജനാണ് നമ്മൾ ശ്വസിക്കാൻ ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നത്. കാർബൺ ഡൈ ഓക്സൈഡ് ഉള്ളിലോട്ട് വലിച്ചെടുത്ത് ഓക്സിജൻ പുറത്തുവിടുന്നു ഫുഡിൻ്റെ കൂടെ. ഇതാണ് ഫോട്ടോസിന്തസിസിനെ റെപ്രസെൻ്റ് ചെയ്യാനുള്ള ഇക്വേഷൻ. പിന്നെ ഉള്ള ചോദ്യം ഇതാണ്. ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു ക്ലോറോഫില്ലാണ് ഇലകൾക്ക് പച്ച നിറം നൽകുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ ക്ലോറോഫിൽ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിലേ ഫോട്ടോസിന്തസിസ് നടക്കുള്ളൂ. വേറെ പലതരം ഇലകളുണ്ട്, റെഡ് കളറിൽ, വയലറ്റ് കളർ, ബ്രൗൺ കളർ. ഭുജ ചോദിച്ചു, അപ്പോൾ ആ ഇലകളിലും ക്ലോറോഫിൽ ഉണ്ടാവില്ലേ? അവർ ഫുഡ് ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്നില്ലേ? അവരെങ്ങനെ പിന്നെ ജീവിക്കുന്നു എന്നാണ് ചോദ്യം. അതിന് നമ്മളൊരു ആക്ടിവിറ്റി പറഞ്ഞു. ആക്ടിവിറ്റി ചെയ്ത് കഴിയുമ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവും ആ ഇലകളിലും എന്തുണ്ട്? ക്ലോറോഫിൽ ഉണ്ട്. അതിലുള്ള ക്ലോറോഫിലിനെ മറ്റുള്ള കളറിലുള്ള പിഗ്മെൻ്റ്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ റെഡ് ലീവ്സ് ആണെങ്കിൽ ആ റെഡ് കളർ പിഗ്മെൻ്റ് ആ ഗ്രീൻ കളർ ക്ലോറോഫിലിനെ മാസ്ക് ചെയ്ത് മറഞ്ഞു നിൽക്കുകയാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് നമുക്ക് ഗ്രീൻ കളർ കാണാത്തത്. അപ്പോൾ അതിലും ക്ലോറോഫിലുണ്ട്. അവർ ഫുഡ് പ്രിപ്പയർ ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്, ഫോട്ടോസിന്തസിസ് നടക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. So this is all about today's topic. Hope you understood. If you have any doubt, you can ask me through WhatsApp. Then okay, let's wind up. Thank you.